I'm Madison Kvintus, and for my podcast, I'm going to be talking about the European debt crisis and how it all started. The European debt crisis is the failure of the euro. This currency ties together 17 European countries. The ties together are close but flawed, and over time, Greece, Portugal, Ireland, Italy, and Spain had been pushed to the edge of financial collapse. They risked bringing down the rest of Europe. This is how it all started. Europe had been at war with itself for most of its history, and because of this, they didn't do as much business together. They had all different trade barriers, currencies, and had tariffs. This all made it difficult to do business. World War II devastated Europe. They figured the fastest way to recover was to remove all the barriers. The last barrier to fall was the Berlin Wall. Now Europe was ready. The Maastricht Treaty was signed by 27 countries and created the European Union. A decade later, they had made the euro so that all countries would have the same currency. It launched January 1st, 1999. They all had stopped their own monetary policies and gave control to the European Central Bank. However, they still had different fiscal policies. Monetary controls the money supply and interest rates for borrowing money, and the fiscal policy controls how much money a government collects in taxes and spends. Before the euro, countries like Greece could only borrow so much. Now they could borrow a lot more, and lenders saw if Greece and other small economy countries couldn't pay its loans, Germany and other big economy countries could repay them because of the euro. Smaller economy countries got huge debts, but they could repay them now with more borrowed money. The countries became tightly intertwined and were doing okay until 2008, when a credit crisis swept the globe. Greece's economy couldn't function, and it affected everyone else. Much of Europe had been on a spending spree and couldn't repay. Everyone looked to Germany to help. Germany agreed only if the countries agreed to strict austerity measures to make sure it wouldn't happen again. The countries couldn't do this because then they would have to cut spending and would make the people angry. Cutting back spending would be politically impossible, and even if the in-debt countries followed the austerity measures, there's no system in place to prevent it from happening again because of the different fiscal policies. Now the question is, will Europe be able to make a new fiscal union, or will the euro have to disappear?